Judgment TV is back online after a lovely 2-week vacation, and we are playing Find the Cacti. And I'm so happy to be back gaming, doing my YouTube videos and back with you guys online. So yeah, it's been an absolutely lovely 2-week holiday. I was actually in Turkey, which was such a stunning location, really nice weather. We got burned to a crisp, so it's so nice to be back though. So with this one, I'm not sure from the kind of design of the character you would necessarily call them cactus or cacti. My kind of idea of cacti would be that kind of standard one with the arms or the ones with spikes. I do like the little characters and kind of how they're drawn. They're just like the top of it though. It's like a triangle or like a green thumb or something. So we are starting off around the spawn area, and there are a couple nice little ones dotted around. And of course, the kind of spiral staircase ones are super popular. Doesn't help though when you've got somebody going up the staircase before you, and of course the stairs have disappeared. So we're just giving this one a try again. Luckily the stairs are all there. And then we get onto this disappearing obby. Luckily not too strenuous. If I can do it, you can. So there is a sprint at the top of the map here. So if you want to have that turned on, you can do. I do like the gameplay view on this. So all of the buttons are sort of away from the command controls. It's nice and open. That one's a little bit weird with the spiral, but okay. We have this kind of translucent path over to lamplight cactus. That's actually inside of the lamp itself. And this is where some of the challenge element is really nice to this game. It's not super impossible, but if you aren't looking, you can miss it. We go on to the kind of, again, that semi-invisible truss, and this is how we get invisible cacti, or cactus. And I like that they've used the proper grammar because each of them individually would be a cactus, but as a collective on the index it is cacti. Bumped into that one, didn't even know that was there, and you can just see that lovely little outline of the hedge one there. And this is right next door to the school. This must be sort of a school template because I've seen this school quite a lot in Find the Games. This was a bit of a peculiar area because it's nice, it ties in really nice with the game because you go up to like where it's got like the cacti version of Hollywood sign. You're up in that sort of area, but then there's nothing really there apart from the one in the building, so it'll be nice to see if they do actually do something with that area extra. And God, cool S just brings back so many memories of being at school and thinking you were a graffiti artist by doing the little cool S. You could have like a secret passageway, for instance, through the American flag to have like an American cactus. I keep saying cacti because I'm looking at the index name. And if I can ask, if you do enjoy this video or any other from Judgment TV, if you can please help to support me by liking this video, dropping me a comment, but most importantly subscribing to my YouTube channel. Thank you so much. And as always, if you do get stuck with any of them, please do drop me a comment. I'm always happy to help where I can. So the book that's on the floor in the corner by the bookshelves takes you to this area. And I like the stacks of book because it fits in with the theme of being in with the school. And then it's just a case of obbying around the books. Again, having that sprint on will definitely help you with some of these jumps. And we can see this one here on the shelf. And it's book cactus. I love the fact he's hiding from, obviously dumb is what the word is. But have a look at hyper realistic cactus. And then remind yourself of book cactus. It's the same styling of the cactus. I am convinced hyper realistic is in that room somewhere because they are so similar to book cactus. But I'm not gonna lie, I haven't found hyper realistic. There's two that I haven't found, that is one of them. If I am right and you have found hyper realistic, can you please drop me a note in the comments just letting me know where you found it, just to see if my theory was right. Some of the cactus, like this one you saw, you have to try and get it a couple of times. They're slightly glitched, it will let you have it, but you may just have to walk into it a couple of times. Again, a golden opportunity to score a goal and then have one come up, but that's not in there, so maybe something for an update. We have a series of posters to collect. I have ordered them in the video description as an item. This will take you through to the Slender Man cactus. That's actually really good, I really like that one. But we are going into the court building. Just be careful when you're walking in that you don't just mindlessly walk into the kill bricks. Again, like, you've got this poster that's obviously taken on a famous piece of artwork, I forget what it's called, but why isn't that a cactus? You've also got the computer screen there that you could have had a cactus on. The lawyer could have been a cactus. There's so many little areas you could have put more and more cacti in. We have a code door, I will show you that in a moment. So the eagle-eyed viewers will notice that my order number is going up and down. That's because I've done it via location and not in the order that I necessarily found them in. We have a very annoying water spill. So there's now actually a hint for those laser beams that says stick to the edge. But on the computer screen at reception, we have the code for the code door here. So you need to go ahead and pop in 0526. And this will take us down to the jail, the one cell for sheriff. And then you will notice that the cell door is locked. And this is where you need the key from the lasers here to take down and open up the cell. So again, shimmying down the side may help if you go into first player. We can collect the key and take it back downstairs. Again, just as a reminder, 0526, and you will need to take the key off to type. And we have the skibidi cactus. It may have been nice to have to have flushed some toilets because there are toilets around the map to find which toilet was the correct one. Again, it might have just raised that challenge element, but also that interaction with the map. The same with the ATM machine. You could have asked for money and then had sort of money cactus come out when you've used the ATM machine in the reception of the court. Again, there is a similar opportunity to interact the map with demo. If you, let's say, spray painted the wall, then it appears. And just be mindful of that laser sticking out of the roof, that will kill you. I did touch it like a noob. Going next door to the cacti mart. I don't know what's going on here, but it's very rude to have people whispering and I couldn't get in on the conversation because those question marks didn't work. But outside we have randomly banana, like I thought like garbage, trash, dumpster, something like that, rubbish, and maybe banana to have been inside of the store. But again, they're starting to make nice use of the store. There's loads of those water puddles everywhere. Again, you could have had a kind of side quest to clean up the water, and then you get sort of like a janitor maybe, or a mop. We have blue cactus. Again, you could have sort of a veiled entrance into one of the freezers to get like frozen or something like that. I think why these don't look like cacti is because they're not prickly. But what I do love, inside the store you have a little can of cola, Bloxy Cola, that says click me, and then we're taken through to this laser obby here. So yes, I did fluff it on the first try, and then I did come back later on when I remembered to go back. I love the fact tip, good luck. That tip was made for me. But I did that like with such ease when I just came back to it and did it. So, you know, there are games that do say like have a break, come back to it, but that is really sound advice to follow if you are struggling with any of the characters or the games. Take a break and come back refreshed and try again. So back at spawn, going towards the sort of right, we can see the Fat Cactus Pizza. I love the name of that pizza place. We can catch the moving platform up to advertisement or advertisement, depending on where you live. Going into the pizza shop, and there is Fat Cactus troughing on a pizza. Well, it certainly shows that the pizzas are good, but you may want to leave some for the customers. So that you can see click me to collect. I will show you in a moment. It's one of those posters. Again, you've got some links to maybe have like a cutesy kawaii one through the kind of poster there, or like a Hello Kitty cactus, maybe something like that, a Sanrio based one. The pizzas are sort of a bit random, just being on the floor. You could have had sort of stacks of pizza boxes or something just to make it like a bit more, not realistic, but like I want to say realistic. We have pizza on top of the pizza just before we head up to the, I think it's the 3rd floor now, we're on 4th floor. I've lost count already. I mean, they're making a lot of pizzas that nobody's eating. They're going to be quite cold, aren't they? Unless it's sort of a trail of pizzas that Fat Cactus have left for themselves to get back upstairs. Must stop, pizza break. I like chimney, down the chimney cactus, cleaning the chimney. Although, is that actually a profession anymore? Does anyone actually like have a chimney sweep? It's sort of very Mary Poppins, isn't it? So we've got our second poster. I love that that one's winking. It would have been better had the bat or the ball been right next to it, because it kind of looks like with the expression it's been whacked in the face. I don't know what's happening with the fence there, but behind the pizza place we have the church and the graveyard. Again, it would have been nice to have a few more here. So we've got a lovely kind of obstacle course here with the blades down into the spirit one. That one looks so spooky. There's a couple called Marko. I'm not sure why they're all named Marko. And then heading into the church, we have a wedding of Huggy Wuggy, and is it Purple Guy? I can't remember what his name is. William something, out of obviously Poppy Playtime and Five Nights at Freddy's. And then we have all the skibidi toilets sort of watching. That is such a random collection. I hadn't actually found skibidi toilet at that point, and I was sort of like, oh, maybe you've got to click one of them. Clicking on the cross, we get taken up to heaven. Again, the sprint may help. I don't know why the tip is time your jumps, because there's not a timer. Although it might have been a good thing to kind of rush up to heaven to get in there whilst you still can. And this really is a leap of faith, because I couldn't see anything, I couldn't see the floor, and then I saw someone else walking, so obviously jumped myself. I do like that, taking a leap of faith to get there. And we have the angel with a burger. Again, there was sort of areas that you could add in, maybe some more. You could have the counterpart added, as in like the devil, if you kind of dropped off heaven and then fell, you could then be teleported to hell, like the story. Again, this was a really weird one, like this wrinkly pink cactus. You couldn't collect it, and it was really random. I'm not sure why that was in the tire swing, unless it's sort of like a red herring just to make you kind of stand there and try and get it all the time. Through the window, I love that code because you can't actually go into the mobile home, but obviously the code is in there. We will look at that in a moment. I will show you, don't worry, where this goes. Trash can is lovely and hidden again like hedge. It's just literally the eyes and the outline. There is a couple of things that have been facelifted. So the minefield, you can actually see the mines now, so it's a lot easier. I had to try and avoid them, just kind of hoping. But I actually kind of prefer it this way rather than being able to see the mines, because it does just bring that challenge element. I have also seen somebody going down the fence to cheat it, so there were ways around it without having to actually show the mines. And then the other area I noticed it has had a bit of a facelift is sort of, is it a geisha area, like the Japanese themed kind of cherry blossom area. That will look different to my video and gameplay if you play it now. We found another Slenderman poster, and then going on the frog on the floor, we get teleported through to this lily pad area. And again, just a really simple obby round. We've got a little mushroom. Again, this teleports us through to the mushroom area. But it's a really lovely area, but there's only one cacti in there, cactus in there. I keep saying cacti, it's annoying me now. So yeah, you could have so much more. There's little fairies. You could make some of the cactuses smaller. So you could actually blend them in a bit more with the kind of background. So, you know, you could have butterfly fairy. I love the ceiling in this room. It's lovely, like there's so much attention to detail in such a small room. Into the well, and we've got a dropper. Don't know if that would have worked a bit better to have rows of coins. But we find trapped down here crying with their bag of money. I do love that they bring the kind of theme of the area that the cactus is in into the design of the kind of index character itself. But again, you could have had coin down there. You know, you've got loads of coins. Wish cactus, something like that. So here's where I say things will look a bit different. This is the kind of Japanese where the geisha is. She's actually eating at a table on the ground, whereas I had to obby up to go and collect her. I don't know whether they should have just made it into sort of a tree house. and this was a lovely one as well. So the grassy one as well as spider are hidden in here, and it's a hidden teleport. So literally it took me a little while just to walk around all of the areas to find the correct placement you need. This is the lengths that I go to that sometimes I edit out of the videos, but I just want to show you sort of some of my techniques or methods of how I find some of these. It is literally like perseverance and patience. So it's literally in the corner by the geisha. And then it's just a little obby up the blades of grass. But again, I love these little side areas probably more than I like the actual main map itself. I love the backgrounds, the sort of, it does feel like you are tiny. Again, like I always say, it feels like I'm in Honey, I Shrunk the Kids, if you've ever seen that. What is a really old film now. And there is grassy cactus. But then what I didn't notice when I was going around the obby is that spider web in the corner, and that is such a lovely hidden veiled entrance to go and get spider. So any updates, please carry on with that sort of thing. It was really, really nice. Really upped the challenge a little bit. How easy that was to miss. So here is where you need the code from the trailer, the mobile home, and it is 0315. Again, you could have receptionist behind the desk there, adds another cacti to this area. Prince Cannonball. Don't know why they've named him Cannonball. Again, you can have teleport to a food item. You've got, you know, macarons, you've got donuts, you've got all sorts there. Another annoying piece of water at the top of the stairs. And I thought you could have had one as like the stock chart, if you had like stock cactus. I know it's a bit blurry, but it sort of looks in sort of the shape of a cacti head there, like, you know, and that's what I'm thinking. We have Hitman. The fact he's got the tattoo like the film. That made me laugh at the barcode. Again, like out the back, do something with these generators. You built them into the map, you know, click on something, have to do something with the button, something to generate spark, electricity, I don't know, something. So the gaze of the hitman is unaware Jerry, and he's got the little red dot. I love it. We found another Slender Man poster. You know, you could have had one of them if you clicked on the barbecue, and then you obviously had to open it up. You could have sort of had, I don't know, like burnt or barbecue one. You could have had somebody sunbathing and then they're sunburned. We have reflection inside of the bathroom. I don't know why some of them are called cactus, some of them are called Jerry, and some of them are called Marko. Don't know if that's a developer's name or something, I have no idea. Ah, this one. I can't tell you how many trees I looked in to find branch. I was so happy to finally have found this one. This is what's really annoying though. I can find branch, but I can't find hyper realistic. How? But there we go. Behind this house, you can see Unaware Jerry's pool there. This is where you find tree branch. I love the fact the exterminator is covered in bee stings. Oh, I think that guy needs to be in a different profession. I was convinced, because lavender's the other one that I haven't found. I am convinced that lavender's got something to do with this house potentially, because there's all like purpley flowers outside. There's also a vase of purple flowers on the desk here. I don't know, I clicked around but nothing worked. So again, if you found lavender, please do let me know if I was right or if I was completely off the track, I don't know. That water was so annoying, obviously slipping around. And then you need to go ahead and click on the bar of soap. And this teleports you through to the soap obby. And again, it's like ice, you are going to skid around on these bars of soap. So just jump and it will help just tame that skid down a little bit. Again, I like it like you're sort of in the bath water with the bubbles. But the best part of this obby is coming up. And it's that look in the background. It's almost like you're kind of the bathing cacti is looking at you. I love it. That little bit of attention to detail seriously made that obby for me. You've got pool cactus, flower cactus, and then we have a teleport into the beehive. Again, it's a nice little beehive. I like all the little bees in the background floating around. It really does make it feel like it's sort of a working hive. Where we find Queen Bee at the throne. But don't go anywhere just yet. So what I did miss the first sweep of the beehive was again those little kind of semi-invisible platforms to the right. And we have lovely euphoria cactus. You can see part of the hedge has collapsed. We find our final poster, and this is why I say I love the Slender Man one. I love the styling of that one. It was a little bit tricky to get. It was that wobbling kind of bug that was happening, but keep going through and you will eventually collect it. But again, it's a simple styling to the room as well. And then out the very back we can find the lumberjack. And we have the cactus. So again, it's another one that's styled with the hat. So I'm not sure if it's somewhere in that area potentially as well. I don't know. And I'm watching this video and I'm starting to think, could lavender be in that cherry blossom given it's roughly the same colour? I may have to investigate that theory further. Again, with static, you could have had a bit of interaction with the map to turn the TV on or something, so you get taken there. I do like the ones that are teleport based. really random door in the middle of a room there. And this is like the weirdest layout to a house. So you've got a toilet that's wide open, and then you've got another toilet that again has no doors, and it comes off onto a kind of hallway. It's the most bizarrely designed house ever. But again, you've got like loads of different little bits that you could add, like this. So you have the maze on the couch, like it's a game that somebody's playing, and then you get teleported through to play it. Any updates, carry on with stuff like this. I really like it. So I have just sped this up. As you know, I suck at mazes. I always follow the one more round. So that is what I am doing here. It may take you longer, but you will always get to where you need to go. And it is really, really tempting to go off the course, but just stick to the plan and go the same way, and I promise you, you will get to where you need to go. Again, there's other little areas you could actually put more cacti in, so you could have lost in here, explorer something. And as I said, may have taken me a little bit longer, but we have found maze. So not collected is the lavender and the hyper realistic, as I've said. And there we have it. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you real soon for my next video. Bye!